Hi everyone, how are you my dear children? Hope you all are happy. So in last lecture we have discussed about the reflection and the laws of reflection, diffuse reflection, then specular reflection, all those things we have seen last class. So today we are moving further in that direction. So what we have seen in reflection, medium will be same. The incident light, suppose this is your reflecting surface, light is coming, incident strikes the surface and reflecting back. See this medium and the surface, both are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so it is coming and going back in the same medium. Clear children? So that means in reflection, medium has to be same, and as we have seen, path will change. The reflected ray and the incident ray, path will change. It will come like this and it will go like this. So path changes. Okay? Path changes. Only in the case of normal incidence only, it will retrace its path. Okay? Clear? Okay. And I know you all have studied these things, plane, mirror, reflection, everything in class 8th I think, or 7th. Oh. Still I want to discuss little bit on this. We'll discuss today plane mirror. Before going directly to the, as you know how the mirror, plane mirror behaves, or how you will get your image through this plane mirror, you know everything, but still I want to refresh this knowledge so that you can say ki just go back to your memories, so that it will be much more easier to understand the spherical mirrors. Okay, so plane mirror you people are well acquainted with. I am not going to give the lecture how the characteristics will be. Theoretically I will be telling, but let us see visually what is happening. So first we will discuss how the image formation will be by the plane mirror if object is a point object. If it is a point object, how you are going to get the image. So this is your plane mirror, children. Okay, object is over here. So let this object is O. This is your point object. Now we want to get a image. Okay, how will you get the image? So better, incident ray strikes, this is your incident ray, and it will reflected like this. Clear? Here from this also it will strike, and these are polished coating. Already I have discussed in my last lecture. It was reflected back and it is reflected back. Okay, and where we'll see the image? That side, suppose you are standing here, your eyes will be like this. Okay, no, you are standing like this, so this will be your eyes. You are looking like this, so where will be your image? Now reflected ray, join this reflected ray. This is your image, children. This is your image. So image is formed like inside the mirror. Clear? When you are standing in front of your dressing table mirror, where you are, what you are observing? You are observing your image is just inside the mirror. Not exactly backside of this. That also you can say backside of the mirror. So it is like inside the mirror your image is there. So same also we are observing here. But for these eyes, actually this is reflecting like this. Okay. But for our eyes, what is the function of our eyes? Function of our eyes is to find out where these rays are actually meeting. So they meeting from at this point, because virtually it is meeting. It is not actually meeting. Our eyes can view only this, these rays are meeting here. That's why you can see the image over here. So plane mirror gives a virtual image. Really it is not meeting. These rays are not meeting over here. Okay. So virtually you are getting your image. Since it is not a real image, or it is a real image, just tell me children. Is it a real image? If it is actual image, then you are going to get real image. Since it is virtually emitting, it will be a virtual image, children. Clear? Then now let us see where we are getting our image. Now as you people can see, so here the object, the distance from the object, okay, this object distance from the mirror, this object and mirror, how far you have placed your object, the same distance, now you are getting your image. That means the object distance is equal to your image distance. These two distances are equal actually. How to do it? I know you people have seen all the proofs and all the conditions of image formation in class 8th, I think. In class 8th. Still, I want to just discuss all those things, not in detail, but something. We'll see the proof now. Why this object distance and image distance are equal and how it is equal. Okay? So this is your mirror. I am just trying to refresh your memories. Okay? So that you can understand your spherical mirrors. That is under your syllabus, class 10 syllabus. So suppose this is your object, children. For image formation we need minimum 2 rays. Okay? So let me draw this. So this is your incident ray and this will be your reflected ray. Okay, children? And another incident ray, just normal incidence. So it will retrace its path. So where they will meet? They will meet over here. So this is your image now. And what we have to prove? These two distances are equal. How these two distances? So let us take these two. Let me draw the normal first. So this is your normal, children. Incident and reflected. Okay. Now we have to prove these distances are equal. Let me try to prove these two triangles are congruent. How to do? You know incidence angle is equal to reflected angle. So let this angle is theta. So this will be theta. Incidence angle between incident ray and normal. Reflected angle is angle between reflected ray and normal. Okay. Since it is theta, opposite it will be theta. Clear? Since it is normal, this is normal on the mirror. So this is 90. So if this is theta, this will be 90 minus theta. And if this is theta, this will be 90 minus theta. And since these two rays are parallel, so if this is theta, this is theta. And if this is theta, that is theta. Now, in both the triangle, this triangle and this triangle, theta and theta, two angles are equal. 90 minus theta, 90 minus theta are equal. And this is your common. So both the triangles are congruent. If both the triangles are congruent, then biciplicity, then this is your equal. Suppose this is, you can say P. So OP is equal to PI. Okay? Both the distances are equal. Clear, children? Clear? Okay. Now let us see some example of image formation. Okay? Let the mirror is like this now. Okay? And object is placed like this. Tell me where will be the image. I have already told the distance from the object to the mirror is same as, then this will be a same distance. So this is your image. Children, is it correct, children? Is it correct? No, children, this is completely wrong. I have told that has to be a perpendicular distance. That means this is wrong. So let me erase it now. So this is the point object. This is your mirror. Now draw the perpendicular. and the same distance it will be image children. This distance, this OP and PI, both are now same. Clear? Hope I am clear with this. Okay. Now let us see another example. Suppose a mirror is like this and here one object. Can we get the image of this object, point object now? Any idea? We will get, children. We will get. What we will do? We will now extend this mirror line. Okay. Now two lines we want, two incident rays. So one is one incident ray and it will reflect back like this. Then another incident ray, it will reflect back like this. Okay. Let me draw the line. So always these shortcuts are also required to do a good diagram. Now back side it has to meet. So this is your image, children. Hope I am clear with this. Okay. Don't tell me why you are doing so much. Nothing is there in a 10 syllabus, this plane mirror. No, children, I am thinking this is required to get the confidence, to get the clear idea, so that we can do it for spherical mirrors. And these things are you are going to deal with in class 12th again in ray optics, and very important for your entrance questions. Very, very important. I am taking only the very, very basic question, extremely fundamental questions that you are going to interact in class 12th. Okay, so these are very basic questions. Let us now discuss about extended object. Extended object, children. Okay, what to do? Now suppose mirror is over here. I have kept a image. This is extended. This is not point object. It has got some height. Okay, now tell me where will be the image and how is the image? Very easy. What I have told, this distance has to be same. Let me draw this line, basic line, so that it will be easy for me. Now same distance, this is your this. Okay, now this is also same distance, here also same distance. So A prime, B prime, this is your image now. Is it easy now to draw the image for plane mirror? Let us try with the ray diagram. Same thing I am going to do with the ray diagram. Let us see now how to do with the ray diagram, children. This is your point of extended object. AB is the object. Now we have to take two rays. So one is like this, incident and reflected. Okay. Now another one I can take the normal incidence. So it will retrace its path. Already we have studied. Now just extend. Okay. See, this is your B prime. This is your A prime. The distance, the object is placed from the mirror with the distance. Suppose this is X. Now this is also X. And see the size also same. And straight, upright. Clear, children? What I have done now, just now I have just shown you how to do the image by the plane mirror without drawing these ray diagrams. Now I am proving also with the same ray diagrams. Hope I am clear. Let us see another question. Let us see. Now suppose this is your mirror. Okay, children? A and B. Tell me, where we'll get our image and how the image will be? How the image will be? Easy, children. Let me draw this line. So this distance has to be same. So this is your point B now. And this distance also has to be same. Then this is your point A. A, B. Done. How easy it is here? How easy? Hope you are getting it, how to do. Okay. Now let us see another example. Suppose This is your clock and it strikes 3 o'clock, children. Now please draw the image of this clock. Please draw the image of this clock, children. Can you people do? Let me try. What I have told, this distance has to be same. Okay, let me draw the clock first. Okay, it is very big. I am very poor in drawing here, and we need the drawing skills for this specific, like particular. So this is your clock. Now this arrow, same distance, it has to be same distance. This point, how far it is? So from here this much of distance, from here this much of distance. So, and this is same, because these lines are across, parallel to this mirror, so it is not going to affect. It will be remain same. Only this thing is going to be changed. See the 3 o'clock object. Now in mirror you can see 9 o'clock. Hope I am clear with this example. I think we have studied enough for the plane mirror still, as it is not in your syllabus, 10 syllabus now. But there is certain theory, like what are the characteristics. Actually we have studied all the characteristics while explaining all the examples. While doing all the examples, actually we have studied all the characteristics of image by plane mirror. First, what is the characteristics of the? It is virtual, children. Already we have discussed and we have seen also how it is virtual. Since it is inside the mirror, you are getting virtually the rays are meeting, and you can't take the image on screen. Children, hope I am clear with this point, and we have seen also. So in front of mirror, when you are standing and inside the mirror your image is getting, can you take that image on screen? Obviously not. So that's why it is virtual image. But real image you can see. Real image you can see. So first point is clear, virtual. Second point, when there is virtual means what will come? Virtual and erect or upright. Real means inverted. Virtual means erect. We have just seen so many examples. The images are upright, straight, erect. Okay? Okay. And what we have observed also, third, the object size is same as your image size. The image size is same as your object size. Hope I am clear. The size of the image. Actually I am losing my energy right now. Size of the image is same. Because already I have shot one video and all of a sudden what I realized, it was not shooting. So again I have to shoot this video. Size of image is same. Clear, children? Size of the image is same. And what we have seen again? The object distance and the image distance both are equal. That means the image formed in a plane mirror is as far behind the plane mirror. Okay? As the object is placed in front of the mirror. Clear? So the image distance, the object distance, perpendicular distance again I am talking about. The object distance is equal to image distance. Object distance is equal to image distance. And fifth and the last one, everybody knows. What is that? The image formed in a plane mirror is laterally inverted. Side by side. Side by side, children. Okay? Laterally inverted. That means, what is that? The left side of the object becomes the right side of the image and vice versa. The right side of the object will be the left side of the image. Hope I am clear with this. So plane mirror over for class 10th. Okay, again in class 12th, so much of thing is there and so many good questions are there based on plane mirror, children. Okay, so don't read for the exam purpose. Read for your knowledge. Try to have fun with the physics. Then only this will not be a burden for you and mark will automatically follow, children. Mark will automatically follow. Suppose when you are enjoying the subject, that means you are actually focusing on that. So you are grasping the subject well. So when you are grasping, that means you are getting into the fundamentals. So getting into the fundamentals means any twisted question you can answer. If the question is very tough, still you can answer. So that is the key. Always try to jump into the subject, not to just swim. No, please dive into the subject. Have fun. You people are very smart, I know. Please do well, and whatever I am teaching now, it is not just for 10. Obviously, I am putting a foundation, you can say laying a foundation for class 11, 12 and definitely for entrance. You will realize later. Okay. Hope this lecture will help you in some way. Please carry on with your studies, but take frequent breaks. Don't sit for 3-4 hours. It is not productive. Your mind will get tired. Sit for some hours, heavy studies, then take a sufficient break, then again get into the studies. And in whichever way you want to take break, please take break. But study. This is now last moment, exam time. Okay? So gather all your energy, gather all your positivity and do well in your life. Okay, children? Take care, children, and thank you for watching.